fun. So today I'm starting out, you know what, like this entire week I didn't vlog, and I guess I'm just gonna do a day in the life, a full day, try and film everything. I'm going to the gym, I'll bring you guys with me, and then I'm also going to my office, which I've never tried to get into my office on a Saturday. So we'll see. I'm supposed to have keys that work, but I don't know if they're gonna work. So we're gonna try that. Maybe I can film a little bit there too, because there's probably no one there. And yeah, I'm just making some food. Gonna get some beans into me because it's a good source of protein. And it's really easy. But yes, let's see here. I know that I have, yes I do. I love black beans. For anyone from Brazil, that's something that has stuck with me. My love of black beans. Alright, so this is lunch for today. Just some beans, a little bit of cheese, some lettuce and tomato on a tortilla. And then I think I'm gonna get dressed and go hopefully kill it at the gym. And then go and do some work. Yeah, at the office. So I'm just getting ready to go to the gym. This is literally, I think, one of the worst things about living in a place that is so cold. This. Literally having to put on 3 pairs of pants. I have like my gym pants underneath here, and then I'm trying to wear long johns, and these things are like just very uncomfortable, and they don't fit you right, and that might be too much information, but I don't like wearing like 5 pairs of pants. It's minus 23 outside right now. So it's probably like minus 30 something with wind chill. And I froze myself once, I'm never gonna do that again. I'd rather look ridiculous and not freeze. We're on our way to the gym. I can get a workout in and then go to the pool. Sorry about the wind. There's the campus. So this right here is my office. That's my desk. And then there's a whole bunch of PhD students and everything. So this is where I work. Yeah. I'm gonna get started finishing a course. So just turning on my computer. Alright, so it is the next day. It's Sunday. I just got home from church, and I'm gonna be trying to finish this course that I've been taking. I have told myself that I was gonna finish it for the past 2 days, and every single time it takes me way longer than I think it's gonna take me. So yesterday I actually finished a module on euthanasia and research. And I thought it was interesting because I think that's such a sensitive topic for people, like research animals. And I mean, the hard truth is that there's a lot of research animals out there, especially rodents, that are used in research and get euthanized at the end of a study, and they take a look at the body and see, you know, what did this drug do in the body, and try and apply it to human medicine. And the truth is that there's a lot of, like, it's horrible. I wish we didn't have to do it. Like, it's horrible. And I'm so thankful that my research project doesn't involve euthanizing any animals. Like, I would hate if my research project had that. But there's a lot of things that are put in place to make sure that each approach is done as well as you can do it, right? Like, I feel like some people don't understand that in science and in universities, when they have to euthanize animals, it is done, like, there's so many regulations for that, and you can't just do it any which way you want to do it. It's super regulated, so I had to do a whole course on that, and I just finished it. It's kind of like a sad topic, but and I'm not even going to use it because I'm not euthanizing any of my animals. All of my animals are in the wild, and I get to let them run free and see them run back into the wild. So I'm happy about that, but I had to do it. This looks super yellow to me. I don't know why. Anyways, I just finished my certificate of training for transportation of dangerous goods. It is something that you basically have to do if you're in charge of transporting biological materials or hazardous materials. So because I'm working with mosquitoes that could have certain viruses in them, I have to take that, as well as I'm going to be like transporting serum samples, which is, it's a part of your blood, but it'll be a part of the fox's blood, if that makes sense. I'm going to be transporting that as well. So I need a course to do that. Okay, that looks a little bit better. It's not as yellow. Tomorrow I'm doing more coyotes, and I'm trying to figure out if there is a way that I can film this. I don't know if it's something that you guys would want to see. You have to let me know, because it's a little bit gruesome. They are skinned, so I don't know if that's something that I could even put on YouTube without being demonetized, or like having some sort of a flag for a specific age appropriate content warning or something like that, because it would be a skinned animal and I'd be opening it up. What I'm doing is I'm collecting muscle tissue samples, samples of heart, liver, diaphragm, the intestines, stuff like that. So not the prettiest looking stuff. It's very interesting to me, but I think some people might be a little bit grossed out. So let me know. I don't know if I can film. Maybe I can. I don't know. Alright, so I am back from school today, and I did 5 coyotes today. I was asking around about bringing a camera in, and it looks like they're not going to allow it. So I'm sorry, I can't really show that, but it's been really interesting, and I actually have something to show you. So one part of my project, I guess you would call it, research project, is taking blood from foxes. And if you guys don't know, I worked in the veterinary field for about 6 years, so I'm familiar with taking blood, but it's been a couple of years, so I really want to just get some more practice. And this is what I got sent. So this is actually from the school. I guess her name is Daisy. I don't know. And it's just a tube, and I'm practicing sticking needles into it. I have to do jugular vein puncture for the majority of the foxes, and I don't have that much experience with jugular. There's a couple of other veins that you use in animals, specifically the cephalic, which is in the front arm right here, and the saphenous, which runs in the leg, right kind of in there, depending on if it's lateral or medial. And I usually use those. I might wind up using those, but this is, I don't know, good practice, I guess, kind of. It's not similar to the real thing at all, but oh well, I guess it'll give me a bit of practice. So hopefully you can see on the needle there is a little bit of a angle to the way that it goes in, and it's cut at like a 45-degree angle. And you always want it bevel up, which means that the hole is facing the top. And you literally just take your needle, loosen up the syringe, and you anchor your hand on the animal and make sure that the needle is bevel up, and insert at a 45-degree angle like that. There you go, and you should get like a flash of blood when it's actually in an animal. And when that little area right there fills with blood, then you can start pulling back and you fill it up with blood. You anchor it with 2 fingers and you pull back like that. Once you get what you need, you take it out, and normally you have a person holding off where the needle is coming out of, so that the animal doesn't develop a hematoma. And that's it. And usually the person will just be like holding down on the animal's vein right there. So right now what I'm actually trying to figure out is what I'm going to use to take blood. So this is just like a classic way to take blood. And then there's also the option of using a butterfly needle, and I'll show you kind of what that is here.
So this is the classic method. It's just a regular syringe with a needle on it. This is more stiff. And then you've got a syringe with a butterfly needle right here. And like the pro to this is if you have an animal that's moving around a lot, and if you don't have a lot of space, this allows you to put the needle in, and then it gives you a lot of like leeway with animals that are struggling or moving around a lot. So I don't know, I might actually be doing this for the pups, the baby foxes that I'm going to be working with. And it's exactly the same. It has a bevel and everything, and you literally just fold it with the two sides so that the bevel is facing up and inserted at a 45-degree angle. And then it's wonderful because you have all of this kind of give right here, and you don't have to be so careful to not move the syringe around, because this one, if it's in there, you really have to anchor it down, make sure that you're not moving it around too much. This kind of gives you a lot more leeway. So I don't know. And personally, for me, whenever I've had blood taken, I always love the butterfly needles. I don't know why. I find that they don't hurt as much. Maybe it's just like a psychological thing, but I tend to like them better. Alright, woo, has it been a long time since I've been talking to you guys. It's probably been actually over a week. It's bad, I know. But I was swamped with coyotes for about 2.5 weeks there. So that's all done, and I wish I could have gotten some footage, but I couldn't. There's just certain regulations. They didn't want a camera to come in because, you know, we're touching things that potentially may have rabies, and then to have a camera go out of the necropsy room with potentially rabies on it would not be good. So they didn't want me to do that. But if you guys are interested in figuring out what a necropsy looks like, I will warn you beforehand. It's not pretty. Only certain people enjoy it. I like doing it, but a lot of people would not like it. So if you're squeamish, don't look it up. If you want to know, look it up. Anyways, so hopefully you've enjoyed this vlog and you've learned something new. Who knows? And I will see you guys very soon in another one. Take care. Bye.